taxi. Good to see you. Now for a specialty of yours. Acrobatic techniques. Ready for the next lesson?
I'm always ready.
You know about mid-air combinations, but there are other options. Try to reach the flying enemy.
Easy enough?
You cannot chain attacks after this move, but it should prove itself useful in certain situations. Alternatively, you can aim at enemies directly below you. Mind your position.
Now that's a new way to lift up the enemy.
You can send the enemy up even higher with aerial combinations, rather than sending them far away. This technique is valuable. You can save on time or throw your foe towards environmental hazards. Should you see a use for it, you can also send them crashing into the ground if you prefer.
If I rush to the ground afterwards, I can maintain my flow before they get back on their feet.
For that, you know more than I do. I'm past the age to perform cartwheels at the fair.
Huh. Very funny.
Sargon, remind me what our ancestors said about Athra.
Athra flows through the universe and all living things. As much as weapons are the extension of our bodies, Athra is the extension of our will.
Precisely. You've been listening. Athra can be channeled, intensified in your blades, until they are saturated with energy. Athra-charged attacks have several advantages. They can be destructive and even increase your focus. Look at you. I can see your Athra radiating. You've embraced the teachings of our ancestors. You've come a long way since I met you. But mastery is a never-ending journey. Now then, focus your Athra in the middle of a ground combination.
Right in between moves. I'll give it a try.
You see that? It's effective at annihilating enemy defenses. And if they do not break, they will certainly be weakened. Are you also able to do that in the air?
I've practiced the technique to crush targets from above. I'll show you.
Perfect. These are strong attacks, and they knock back the enemy, marking the end of the combination. With proper training, Athra, the everlasting blaze, is yours to channel and control. No fighting style rules above all. The greatest combatants understand adaptability. Knowing your opponent's strengths is key to bringing them down. Take massive opponents, for example. They react differently to upward attacks. Give it a go.
My strikes knocked them back, but they're too heavy for me to lift them off the ground.
Worse still, some opponents can ignore the recoil of your strikes because of their build or magic. You must be vigilant, as this means they can counterattack during your fighting combinations.
Are there even worse enemies out there? None of my attacks have any effect on them.
Not showing signs of pain doesn't mean they didn't get hurt. And careful what you wish for. The Citadel is full of mysteries. We're not out of the woods yet. And one more thing. Some enemies can recover while you're in the middle of your combination. Some can parry your next strike, cutting short your chain of attacks. You can find out for yourself.
I see more and more the benefit of sending the enemy up in the air whenever that's possible.
But you know that's not always possible. The best defense is not always offense. A warrior who throws himself into the fray without defensive skills can win battles, but never wars.
It's not the first time I've heard you say that.
The goal is to structure combat in such a way as to hit the enemy without ever being hit in return. Your dodges, backwards and forwards, allow you to pass through enemy attacks and remain unscathed. Your last strike in a ground combination does not allow these actions. The price to pay for power. You can also end your combination early with a jump. While in the air, you can dodge by doing a backflip. Jumping, while chaining attacks, can also be used offensively. Parrying is the best defense against a head-on attack, turning the table in your favor. Not all attacks can be parried. If you're attacked from both sides, escaping is your best option. Parrying and dodging are not unique to us, Sargon. You can expect enemies who can do the same.
Welcome. Do you wish something forged?
The death of your friends weighs heavily on you, Sargon.
I'm not in the mood to speak, Alcara. They were great warriors. They stood for honor. What choice did I have?
They knew as well as you that great warriors stand for truth above all else.
Sargon, listen to me!
Hassan is coming with me.
Step aside, Sargon. I'll deal with this.
Thank you, Varum. Varum?
Two of you. Let me guess. You found some of those feathers. My visions were true after all.
Whatever your visions were, I doubt you saw this coming. Step aside, Hassan. I'll deal with this. Varum the White Lion is not worthy to be an immortal, even less a king.
Sargon, watch out!
Anahita! No! No, don't. I need you alive.
Who do you think you are? You are nothing without me. A stray dog is not worthy of these powers. The feathers of the Simorg were never meant for you, nor any mortal. The Simorg is no more. Its powers are mine, and mine alone. Of the storm. My turn. Be gone. Bear witness. Enough! My turn. Haste. Stop! Bear witness. Eye of the storm. My turn. Bear witness. fighter! Be gone! Bear witness. Hold! Enough!
My son, you will earn the Simorg's blessing. Then, as per tradition, I will reveal your regnal name. O mighty Simorg, protector of our people, I, Darius, have come to present to you my son. Should you deem him worthy, he shall one day become king.
The reign of the House of Darius is over.
Tomiris? What is this? Tomiris! No! Baram, you must live.
You are the rightful prince. I prefer to leave such meaningless titles to humans. I have left your world behind. The Simorg is no more. It is my sacred duty to recover its powers. For the one who wields them will be equal to a god.
You have completely lost your mind, Varan!
These powers are mine by right. This is far from over, Sargon.
Anahita. Why did she betray us? She never did. That doesn't matter anymore. She was tough on us. And yet, she gave her life. I know what you're thinking. What do you see at the end of your blade? think I understand now.
What just happened?
Hassan, I have something to tell you and I need you to believe me.
Sargon, you are the only one I trust right now.
Tamiris, your mother, murdered King Darius. She usurped the throne. The Simorg never perched on her shoulder. Hassan, I'm sorry.
Don't be. I never found she wore her title well. Nor was she motherly. The people suffered for 30 years, without the Simorg, because of her. I am sorry about your mentor, Anahita.
She told me she was following orders from Tamiris.
Then Anahita was manipulated into doing her bidding? Just as I was pressured to maintain faith. Why even have me kidnapped?
There's one more thing.
I'm listening.
Varum is the son of King Darius.
Is that why he tried to kill me? For revenge?
All I know is that all of this has allowed us to see Varum's true colors. Varum may be the rightful heir, but he's far too dangerous. We must stop him.
You're right. We must protect the people more than anything else. I can help you with what I've learned through scriptures and legends. Varum spoke of recovering powers. That means he's after the heart of the Simorg. It's at the Simorg Gate, but to gain access, you'll need the Key of Kings in the Tower of Silence.
Then I must retrieve it. Hassan, you're helping me more than you know.
Godspeed, my friend.
A warrior bearing the royal sash? What an honor. I am Miriam, royal architect of the Citadel, appointed by King Darius himself. Go on then, you honor me in turn.
Oh, it's an honor to meet you. Architect. So the traps, those are your designs?
An admirer? You're welcome. Yes, puzzles, secrets, technological marvels. Fortifications are my specialty. Must keep the city safe from marauders. Oh, but the city is so much more. The elevator? My idea.
Much of it is very impressive, even if some of it is dangerous.
My true marvel are still in my workshop. I'm sure you'd like to see them.
I might.
Oh, I can't let just anyone in. It has to be someone worthy of the honor. I've hidden treasures around the city. Find all of those, and I'll let you inside my workshop. Wonderful! You won't be disappointed. Actually, you might be if you can't manage. If you fail, just admire the genius that created it. That should make you feel better. Go on. You're off to a good start.
The death of your friends weighs heavily on you, Sargon.
I'm not in the mood to speak, Alcara. They were great warriors. They stood for honor. What choice did I have?
They knew as well as you that great warriors stand for truth above all else.
Welcome.
Good to see you. You already know this well, how recovering your balance after striking is when you're most vulnerable. After a successful dodge, the odds are in your favor. Launch a counterattack right at that moment.
I could do this all day long.
Attacking from behind is also advantageous, and even more so when the enemy is already engaged. Careful against fast foes. They may turn around and punish your attempt at a sneak attack.
Only if they can match my speed.
You can kick while sprinting to propel the enemy into the background.
And to make a loud entrance.
Sprinting allows you to close the distance. You can still perform an upward attack.
The death of your friends weighs heavily on you, Sargon.
I'm not in the mood to speak. They were...
They knew...
Welcome.
Welcome.
Good to see you. You already know this well, how recovering your balance after a
I could do this all day long.
attacking from back. Careful again.
Only
You can
answer.
sprint. Good to You are
could do this all... Only... You and...
Sprint! Good to see you. Athra, the everlasting blaze, the unifying energy that interlaces the cosmic tapestry. It's the flame that gives and takes, embodying the very core of existence. Its presence and blessing extend throughout the cosmos. By discerning the cadence of Athra's flow, you can better navigate exercises and cures. Athra bestows stability and longevity upon those who seek its guidance. Sargon, your Athra burns brighter with each successful technique, and can be unleashed all at once.
Athra Surge. I've used it before.
Get in position and start channeling it. Conversely, taking hits will break your focus and your Athra will dissipate. Riskier actions, such as parrying and launching charged attacks, are even more effective. Try to parry this enemy and see how fast you can gather your Athra. Keep in mind that dodging is safer, but it will not build up Athra. Parry whenever you can. Let's talk about the Athra Surge. Since it has dodging properties, it's ideal for counterattacks. It's useful for breaking down defenses, and can stop attacks that are usually, well, unstoppable. Every warrior prides themselves on developing their ultimate techniques, but you can also learn from them. Keep in mind that Athra ignites the soul, gracefully moving through unending transformation. Harnessing and charging its strength is merely a single expression of its multifaceted nature. Good to see you. The bow. Not my weapon of choice, but I've observed Menelaus in combat. I can teach you a few things.
I can't copy his unconventional fighting style, but I can incorporate it into my own style.
For some warriors, being too technical can get in the way of the ideal of perfection. Let's start with the basics. The bow itself. Let your senses guide your weapon. Let them carry you.
It's almost too easy. You'd think this bow is enchanted.
Not enchanted, but infused by the Athra of a Menelaus from years and years of battling. Shooting an arrow after a jump will halt your descent. The arrows are also strong enough to lift your enemies up in the air. Go on, give it a shot.
This is a good trick. It allows for many possibilities.
What did Menelaus tell you about the chakram?
Not much.
I remember him parrying the chakram to have it bounce back. Get ready to parry. I see you're getting good at this.
I'm already good. Perfection can't be that hard.
Good to see you.
Artaban, I need to tell you something. After I defeated the Manticore, I found a feather charged with energy.
A relic of the Simorg. I've only read of its blessings through scriptures, but to even find one...
I can slip through space and move through it in an instant.
Perhaps you can use it to regain control after being thrown. This power has real potential, but it seems you must put your feet on the ground before using it again. Staying in the air for longer must also have its advantages, like chasing down an airborne enemy. fascinating. If you develop any other skills, come and see me again. I cannot guarantee that I can teach you everything, but I can try. Did you acquire another feather?
I can rewind myself. Go back in space. Back to where I was and what I was doing.
Can you use it to charge a wave of Athra once and unleash it twice? Interesting. It seems these powers were meant for you, Sargon. It's up to you how to use them.
Artaban, my sash. I can control it.
Another gift from the Simorg?
It's a long story. More like it's imbued with Athra. Like my blades and my bow. I can show you.
What a superb display of skill.
I can do something else, too. Watch closely.
Impressive. But such power cannot be imbued in an item in a single lifetime.
Somehow, I feel like I've lived many lives in Mount Kaf.
Good to see you.
Artaban, I want to perfect my parrying technique. What do you have for me?
The art of parrying requires perfect timing and faced head-on. Get ready to parry. As you may have discovered, projectiles can also be returned to the sender. Do be vigilant. Once more, not all projectiles can be parried. Some moves give you better opportunities to counter. Learn to identify them, and don't miss. Few enemies are able to recover from your Rushabar counters.
Actually, I named them downburst counters.
Whatever you say.
I wish I could parry any attack.
You know that's impossible, even for me. Fortunately, your senses are sharp. You'll know in advance if an attack can be parried or not.
This isn't the whole day's lesson, right?
There is a lesson in every failure. Did you see the effect of the hit you took? That's what you get when you miss a parry and pay for it. Getting hit this way is particularly dangerous, and your Athra focus takes a hit too.
Well, I can feel it in my jaw now.
Fine work. You now know all the basics. Don't forget, you can always visit for a training session. If you learn new moves, perhaps we can figure out together how to use them. Take this for starters. You've done well. I have nothing left to teach you at this point. I have an ancient scroll that was passed down to me by my mentor, Sargon. I think you should have it. Good to see you.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Hi, Sargon.